Happy Thanksgiving. And he was the first chef to use reality TV as a vehicle to stardom with his show, The Restaurant, and has been a regular personality on cooking shows like Top Chef and Guy's Grocery Games. Rocco DiSpirito is a James Beard award-winning chef and highly acclaimed author of 13 cookbooks, 5 of which were New York Times bestsellers. Please welcome to the Tam Rocco DiSpirito.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Tamron, of course.
Listen.
Love being here. Such a fan.
Listen, I am grateful for many things, also which include my years on local TV in Chicago, where I first met you. You came on my morning show there, and here you are now. So we're happy to have you again. But I have to ask you, as I asked Carla, what are you most grateful for?
So, I mean, after the 2 years that we've just experienced, I'm obviously grateful for my health, grateful for my family's health, grateful for my loved ones' health, right? If you're healthy and still here, you got to be thrilled about that. But I also love Thanksgiving because it celebrates, obviously, being grateful, but food.
Yeah.
Right? All our favorite foods.
And this recipe today is a sweet potato gratin. What's the history of this recipe?
Yeah, so this is a dessert side dish. I think Thanksgiving is one of those great holidays where you get to mix and match desserts and, you know, disguise them as side dishes. This is really a dessert. It's got marshmallows and bacon and hazelnuts, but it should be treated as a side dish on Thanksgiving. It's sort of like a brunch day out where you get to have maple syrup and bacon and pancakes and eggs and all that stuff.
Okay, you're naming all the things I love. Go ahead.
Yeah, everybody loves this kind of food. So the funny thing is about me growing up in an Italian family, we didn't have Thanksgiving. We had lasagna day. It was a big lasagna day, and we didn't have Thanksgiving till I was proper Thanksgiving with a turkey and all that till I was about 12, 13, 14.
Really?
Yeah. We had to convince our mom, and teach her how to make all the stuff. And this is one of the first American dishes that she made. She called it sweet potato pie. Right. It's not sweet potato pie, but it's pretty close.
But it's her version. Okay, we're gonna launch in, and you've got these hazelnuts in here?
Yeah, so these are hazelnuts. You can use walnuts, pecans, whatever you like. They're being toasted. They taste much better when they're toasted and browned. And you want to just get them to the point where they're warm and basically brown. And it's okay if they're uneven like this. It doesn't matter. Some are darker than others. They all taste great. And hazelnut is nice because it's a sweet nut.
Really yummy.
It's got a rich, nutty flavor, but it's also sweet. It's in the famous chocolate hazelnut spread. It's made with hazelnuts. Everybody loves that. So that goes on the side for a little while. Then we take our bacon and render it. So in the same pan, render bacon, which means to melt the fat, make the bacon a little bit crispy, get that nice smoky smell and flavor into the dish.
I love these thick chunks that they've made in here, too.
I know, it's cool,
I like that.
They're doing a good job of selling bacon in many, many forms.
Well, my team
you can spend a whole paycheck on bacon now.
I believe if you're going to do bacon, do bacon. Don't just give me the little crumbles. So you got nice, thick pieces of bacon, all nice and crisp. And so moving over to your sweet potato here.
Yes. So what we did is steamed or boiled, or you can even cook sweet potatoes in a microwave. They cook great in a microwave. If you wrap them in plastic and cook them for 10 minutes, they're fantastic. Sweet potatoes are one of the healthiest vegetables on earth. Wow. So don't be afraid of eating sweet potatoes. It's not meant to be an indulgent treat. It's actually really good for you. It's a little different than a yam. Yeah. There's often this misconception: what's a yam? What's a sweet potato? A sweet potato is a tuber. A yam is a root. They're very different.
People get that mixed up all the time. I actually have, many times I have to say, Siri, what's the difference between? I do that often.
It's funny, right? Yeah. You actually can't find a yam if you want to. So you're way ahead of me, man. I need to catch up. All right. So we're mashing the sweet potatoes.
Oh, because I'm hungry. Go ahead.
We're mashing the sweet potatoes.
So you were in culinary school when you were 19 years old, and I understand you tried to impress the group by making a Thanksgiving meal that didn't work out so great.
Yeah, so when you're a young culinary student, the first thing you want to do is undo everything that's good and remake it in your, in your style. So one Thanksgiving, I was about 18, and this is my sister's favorite holiday. She lives for Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. She loves it 3 times as much. But she loved the traditional one. So by the time I was 18, we were having a very traditional Thanksgiving. And this year I decided to take the turkey apart and make turkey roulade. Doesn't that sound terrible? Turkey roulade with sweet potato veloute and it was awful, the worst.
Oh,
and
no!
I served it. It took me hours, and she was crying at the table, so disappointed with
so
the
you
food.
became like the Grinch who stole Thanksgiving?
Basically, yeah.
But you redeemed yourself and you have this awesome recipe.
Yeah, needless to say, I've never done that again.
I was gonna say, did you do
Don't
it
mess
again?
with Thanksgiving, it's perfect already.
All right.
All right, so you mash the sweet potato. Can be rough, doesn't have to be a perfect mash. You add butter. You add the bacon, half the bacon, half the nuts.
Okay. Butter.
I'm gonna add about half the bacon.
And a reminder, these recipes are all on our website. This is brown sugar?
This brown sugar, yeah,
Oh.
it's still got the molasses in it. The vanilla.
Ooh.
The brown sugar is, I'm gonna do about half of this. It looks like a lot. A little bit of cinnamon.
I put all of the brown sugar in mine. Okay, so sorry. You'll be dieting for the rest of the year after you
I think you're gonna be okay, Tamron.
Oh,
You're gonna be
gosh.
fine.
Now
and
I'm like you with Thanksgiving with your sister. I put a whole pound of brown sugar in here.
I think extra sweet is always okay.
Oh, it's gonna be
right?
sweet.
Yeah.
All right, you got a little cinnamon here.
And then cinnamon, yeah, a little bit of cinnamon. That's just a pinch, I think.
Okay.
And then a little taste. Oh, it's good.
Okay, now I'm with your mom now when she dubbed this sweet potato pie. This really is, if you poured this in a crust, it would be a sweet potato pie, 100%. Yeah.
But I think of a sweet potato pie or a pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving as something that has a custard base. Usually there's eggs and cream and that kind of thing. This is really a side dish, dessert hybrid.
I love it.
So,
I love it. Okay.
Yeah, it's super easy to make, which I like. I'm not great with pies. I don't know about you. I can cook any savory
Really?
food.
You know, they
but
say
when it
that
comes
people-
to pies, I kind of am terrible.
Really,
So
they say people who can cook often can't bake, that it's hard to find someone
It's-
who does both well.
it's two different minds. It's two
Really?
different kinds of thinking. Yeah. So
We're gonna spread this into an 8x8 dish.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna pour mine in, is that
yeah,
okay?
pour yours in, no problem.
You have this sweet potato gratin, a recipe your mother created
That's
for your
right.
family.
That's right. It was the first Americanized recipe that she created for a heretofore Italian Thanksgiving.
I love it. So we have the hazelnuts, we've got the bacon, we've got the sweet potato,
That's right.
cinnamon, all of it together. How do we finish it off?
I'm thinking all we need is the macaroni and cheese. Mix them together, it'll be perfect. So it's easy to finish off. You top it with more bacon, more nuts, more hazelnuts, pecans, walnuts, whatever nuts you happen to have around. And then the most important part, marshmallows. And that was always the big
Marshmallows.
reveal for my mom. She thought the marshmallows is what made it uniquely
I'm
American.
like your mom. I think marshmallows are unsung heroes of the kitchen.
People,
I mean-
yeah, people love them, but not enough. They're
No.
delicious. They
Okay,
taste
so you got
good.
marshmallows?
And on a day like Thanksgiving, they're perfect because everything is so savory, you know?
Yeah, yeah. So we have a finished product
That's right.
here.
It goes into an oven,
How long do we bake it?
350 degrees, about 15 minutes.
This is your job.
Take a big scoop. Now imagine that on a plate with sliced turkey,
Oh,
gravy,
wow.
stuffing. Imagine how good that'll be.
I love this. I love how the bacon complements. It's not as sweet as I thought it was going to be.
That's right.
It's perfect.
Thank
Aw,
you so much. I'm glad you like it.
Thank you so
Maybe
much.
you can add this to your tradition.
I will.
Yeah.
Rocco, thank you so much. It was great seeing you
My
again.
pleasure. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for spending time with the Tam family.